What's up guys, TheMerryGamer here, and welcome back to another episode on the JSano Fan Server. So, today I'm very pleased to say that we will be doing some building, and I actually will say I actually have done some tiny bit of building already. I've already got a little of a head start, so today's episode might be a bit chop and changey. I was going to do building exactly on camera, but I kind of want to get the build going, so it's going to be like a few cuts here and there. There might be another 2 or so in this episode, and I just want to like kind of show you guys what I've been doing. So as you guys saw this last time, this is our storage room, and I pretty much, as I said, got most of these guys filled up now. Pretty much in my off time, I do a lot of block collecting. It's kind of like the hobby I do on the server, but yeah, it's raining and it's nighttime, so it's probably not the best time. Ooh, did I just look at you? Alright, it's probably not the best time to be doing this. I think Muckluck and Raj is on. I know Raj was talking, but I think Muckluck might be AFK. But as you can see, it looks a bit different up here, and I've been kind of trying to map it out. But before I mention any of that stuff, I'd love to say a big thank you to Nexia and Muckluck, because they helped me fill this bad boy in. So it took a long time to fill in. We still have plenty of dirt left over, which is grouse, because it means when it comes to doing the outside edge of the terrain, like as you see, we've got this very big sharp edge of about 20 or so blocks, almost close to 30 on one side, a bit short of that side, so it's not too bad. So I'm going to need a lot of blocks to blend this back into the terrain. It is going to take a long time. The front is kind of going to blend down, which is going to be the big hard part. The sides and the back, it's kind of going to be more sharper edges and bigger sort of drops to make it look like, you know, it's like goes like from like a hill to kind of like cliff faces. So that's what I'm want to do, but it's definitely going to be challenging. I don't really know how I'm going to blend this in, because pretty much the way I built this in creative is that I have this castle that I've built, and I have it pretty much on a 5 to 10, I think maybe between 5 and 10 block like foundation, and my original plan was to make it a bigger foundation. That's why I've done this. Downside is that there's a lot of terraforming to do in that, so as you can see, I've started placing some terrain and that, trying to decide how I want to do path pattern as well. This will slowly linger down either this way, or I'm half tempted to actually kind of like curve it and link it over here. So, you know, it goes this way, and then you can have more people in, because since there's kind of like plains over here, we can have more of the village out this way as well. Or I'm thinking of splitting it like that, so it goes out 2 ways, and you know, it links out to the village this way and this way. So I really don't know. This is probably going to be like the last stage of the build. Nothing too important, nothing too special there. It's the tedious side of things. It will take quite some time to do, so I'm going to just slowly do it over time. I think the best thing, I'm just going to do a few layers as we kind of go around the castle. But as you can see, we've got ourselves a bit of an entrance. So as I said, the build is going to mainly consist of brick and stone brick, as well as a bit of cobblestone here and there, and spruce and oak a tiny bit. I'm changing up a few things. So this is the entrance. Originally when I designed this, I was fiddling around when I was designing with it, and I kind of didn't really pay attention to it, because normally when I do my creative builds, I do it in a peaceful world because I don't worry about mobs. Sometimes I normally leave that on because I worry about spawning, but for some reason I didn't do it. So I noticed that when I did this, this was really dark in here, so mobs were spawning in here, and I don't really want things blowing up in this place, so I'm going to have to light it up. So this is going to have to be our light source pretty much. So I fiddled around with like the light sources, and this is probably the best one that goes with the castle sort of theme. I went for like dangling lights, try the torches and that, and nothing really blended but this. So, and in here, instead of this block, instead of the card and clay, it was iron. Now this opens up, to give you an idea, so this is a big fancy entrance, a big fancy walkway. This will open up to a massive courtyard. We'll have like a fountain, or I really don't know, I kind of just put a big square block in my creative world saying something goes here. I want it to either be a fountain or like a statue, or maybe like a well. I'm not really sure what I want it to be just yet. But then to the right there'll be like kind of like stables, like maybe like 5-6 stables just for horses. Then to the left you have the entrance into the actual castle itself, which we'll go into like the main foyer. And then eventually like out this way, kind of where you see that extra extension square, like how it juts out like that. That's like kind of where the throne room is in a tiny bit. And then there's some towers and shit. And yeah, then out this way goes into like a garden and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, more towers and that. So there's a lot to build in this build. So in this project. So that's why I'm not going to do too much of it on camera at the moment, because you know, there's a lot I want to actually get. So from this front brick here all the way to this, pretty much this back row here, this is hollow as well. So in here we actually, on this side, there's actually a small storage room, kind of like almost like a cloakroom, you know, like in the olden days, you know, like people come in, they ride their horses go in there. Before going inside, you know, they might put their cloaks or their swords, or, you know, like just a storage room. And it could be like kind of like a guard storage room as like armory as well. It kind of goes there. And then this side, same size room, but it's actually a staircase which allows you to access into, there's actually 2 viewing platforms in this design. So it actually goes up quite tall and such. So I want to try and get that design in this episode. It's actually quite a big feat, so I'm gonna have to do a cut soon and get to go on that, because like there's some windows here, then we have kind of like a balcony, another section, then goes up. It goes pretty tall actually, and I'll give you an idea of how big this build's gonna be. So I'm gonna call the cut here, and I might come back to you guys when I'm halfway done or close to being done. I might finish off camera, or I might do another cut after that and just finish it off, and we'll have the end product of our entrance for this kingdom / castle. So I will be back with you guys in a second when I've made some more progress on our build. So see you guys in a bit. Okie dokie guys, welcome back. So it has been quite a little while since I recorded the last little bit. I've been working quite a bit off camera, trying to get this done. It's taken longer than I wanted it to be honest. It's actually been really time consuming, just getting the blocks and everything as well. Like I've been spending a lot of time resource gathering. I'm kind of alternating it, so like I log on one day, I build, I log on the next day, and I'll spend like an hour or 2 resource gathering, but I only spend like probably like 10-15 minutes building. And yeah, it's frustrating because like it's gonna take a while, but I'm really happy with the end result, and I finished the first part. So when you guys last saw it, it was just the arch. Now I have literally completed that whole segment, so let's reveal it, shall we? So we'll go over here, and we got Skelly down there, and let's just slowly reveal this. So as you can see, you saw the arches and that, which you saw last time, and now it just keeps going up and up and up. So this is the front of our castle, and it's not 100% done. There's still quite a little bit to do on the inside, but I'll show it off to you guys a bit. So yeah, this is the front of the castle. Can't really give you a good, probably a good view for this guy. I just dropped a fish, which is annoying. Probably a good view. You can just see the that water chute thing over there. But if we go over here, this is a nice view. So if you're coming over the mountaintop or something, coming from the village, which we'll link up to eventually, you know, and we'll have a road, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're gonna see this big old castle, all kind of like terrain all blended back in, trees and everything, and like village and all that sort of stuff around. And this is the start of our castle. So it looks really looks daunting actually from a distance, because it's actually really big. And this is just the entrance, and you guys know how far back this goes. So yeah, it's kind of like the official first part done of our castle. So it's going to take us quite a while. I'm not sure what I'm going to work on next episode. I'm changing a few things that I've done, so I'll talk through what I'm going to be changing. I want to change it and see what it looks like. I might not keep it, but it's going to be an option. So as you can see, we still have all this area out here to fill. It is going to take us forever to do so. We got this little clearance here so I can walk underneath here. That's just for these guys actually. But as well as that is, I kind of originally had a set of these clay blocks. I had iron, and it's very expensive. I can afford it, but it's very expensive and a big waste of blocks. As well as that is that this uses clay and this uses clay, so it's kind of like I'm using the 2 primary things where I need clay, and if I could save if I can save resources by not having to use these blocks and just use these guys instead, then that would be perfect. So what I'm thinking is these guys here will actually be these blocks. So I'll have to move this across up in one, and then this will turn into a kind of like a lit up grid pretty much. There's a big courtyard pretty much going here, and I think that's what I want to focus on next. So at the moment I've got all my chests and storage kind of out here at the moment that I've been using. I still have my storage room down here as well, but this room here to the left is supposed to be kind of like a cloakroom, storage room, so I'm going to start using this room as like my building room eventually, and we might not even need that place downstairs. But then over here, you're probably wondering, how do you get all up in here? So here is the staircase. It's a very simple sort of design. It's not done in the interior. I haven't designed the interior. There's supposed to be chandeliers and that. At the moment I just place torches around. So we're supposed to have double doors that open out here, and you know, we have like a viewing port here where we can see oncoming guests and travelers into the castle. And I feel like I missed a block up there. Did I? I may have. I just saw something. I may have missed something. So then, yeah, you can't view out this way, but I might change that so you can actually walk out on this. I'm not sure. And then when you go up here, you got like a one that doesn't have doors. It's again just a viewing room. So this could be like kind of like guards headquarters. You know, like kind of just where like the armory and everything is. And then up here could be where like the weapons are stored or something like that, because this is actually supposed to be blocked off, but I've kept this open just so I can kind of walk in here as well. I'm not sure if I want to close it off or leave it open, so I've kind of left it half and half just so you guys can see. But as you can see, there's still a lot left to this build to go. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the build. This section is 100% done, like exterior wise. Interior wise still needs some work, and yeah, that's really much it. So next episode I want to hopefully focus on the courtyard. We might even build the courtyard on camera just because it's a very simple thing. It's like a big square. So, and on this side we'll have stables, and we might set up the entrance to the stables, go get those stupid skelly horses that are over here and move them over here or something. And yeah, that might be our next episode. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this build. I definitely am. It's challenging, definitely challenging, resource heavy for clay, definitely. The roof was a bit resource heavy as well when it came to cobblestone, but cobblestone's cheap. You know, that's everywhere. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I know it's not a very long one, but as I said, it's a very buildy sort of episode today. And next episode, we'll probably do a bit more stuff on camera, like with the courtyard. So I'm going to end it off here, guys. So as usual, thank you all for watching. Hope you have an awesome day. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. So see you later, guys.